The apartment was too quiet. Not the usual quiet, where you can still hear the hum of the fridge or the faint buzz of traffic outside. This was a heavy, suffocating silence, like the world was holding its breath. I sat on the couch, clutching a lukewarm beer, staring at the door Ethan had walked through 4 days ago. He'd gone out to meet friends at a dive bar downtown, leather jacket slung over his shoulder, that dumb grin plastered on his face. "Don't wait up, Nate," he'd said, tossing his keys in the air. That was 2 weeks ago. He hadn't come back. Until he did, Ethan was my roommate for 3 years. We weren't tight, but we had a rhythm. Split the rent, argue over dishes, take turns walking Milo, our scrappy little mutt. He was the kind of guy who'd blast country music at 7 a.m., but make up for it by bringing home pizza after a late shift. So when he didn't show up that first night, I figured he'd crashed at someone's place. Ethan was impulsive like that, always chasing the next good time. By day 3, I was annoyed. By day 5, I was worried. I called his phone, straight to voicemail, texted his buddies. Nobody had seen him after the bar. I was about to file a missing person report when the front door swung open, and there he was. "Hey, man," Ethan said, kicking off his boots. "Miss me?" I froze, mid-bite of a sandwich. "Where the hell you been?" I asked, trying to sound casual, but my voice cracked. Milo, who usually tackled Ethan for ear scratches, just stood in the corner, hackles up, growling low. "Got caught up," Ethan said, shrugging. He tossed his keys on the counter, same old clatter, and headed to his room. "Long story. Tell you later." Something was off. His voice was right, that lazy Texas drawl. But his eyes, they didn't catch the light the way they used to. I shook it off. People don't just vanish and reappear. Milo was probably just mad about a missed walk. Still, that night I couldn't sleep. The apartment felt colder, like someone left a window open in January. The next morning I made breakfast. Eggs, bacon, the usual. Ethan loved my cooking, always said it was the only reason he hadn't moved out. I slid a plate across the counter. "Eat up, man." He grinned, same old Ethan grin. "Already ate, but thanks." He pushed the plate back and walked to the living room. I stared at the food. He hadn't eaten already. I hadn't seen him touch a single thing since he got back. Later, I noticed the plate still full, bacon congealed, eggs cold. Milo wouldn't even sniff it. That afternoon, the sun poured through the living room window, painting the floor in gold. I was sprawled on the couch, scrolling X, when I noticed it. My shadow stretched across the rug, sharp and clear. Milo's, too, curled up by my feet. But Ethan, slouched in the armchair across from me? Nothing. No shadow. I blinked, thinking it was the angle, but no matter how he shifted, the space around him stayed empty. My pulse. We can't share the full story here. If you want to see the complete story, please click